Hey Pam, this is Victoria Trotter, and I'm down here in Mobile, Alabama. It's a balmy 70 degrees and sunny. Oh, it's beautiful. And I am here for the Spirit of Our Ancestors 5th Annual Festival. And I'm here with well, you're not actually the founder, right? Joycelyn Davis.
Yes, I am the founder of the Spirit of Our Ancestors Festival.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, wow, because I thought it was a festival before and you restarted it.
Yes, but that had another name. It was like a folk festival, so I came up with the name Spirit of Our Ancestors Festival.
Well, let me tell you, it is a beautiful festival. You have done an amazing job. You really have. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
So I'm excited to interview you about this whole thing that's going down in Mobile. And this is Mardi Gras weekend, so a lot is going on, Joycelyn.
Yes.
But you have had this huge crowd, right? Did you expect a crowd like this?
No, because some people say, well, don't have it during Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also Senior Bowl. Senior Bowl is this weekend.
Oh, what's Singing Bowl?
Senior Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Senior Bowl is when the best of the best seniors from the North and the South play against each other. So that's a huge deal here in Mobile.
So you got all these competing interests.
I would say competing, I would say complimenting.
Well, I like that.
Because in the South, you can have multiple events.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I was not afraid that everyone would, go to the Senior Bowl because you have different audiences.
Right.
So we complimented each other.
Yeah, we had a huge draw. And this play, An Ocean in My Bones by Terrace Spivey, sold out. Both shows sold out. You got to be a proud moment for you.
Yes, I just never would have thought that it would happen like this.
And we're sitting in your old stomping ground. We're sitting here at Mobile County Training
School. Mm-hmm.
School, and you went to school here.
Yeah, I went here in middle school, and this cafeteria looked so big when I was in the 6th grade, but it's not so big. But just thinking about coming in here, and they had the best food. I will say that.
Yeah, you said they didn't have paper plates.
No, we
paper
didn't.
plates.
We had those hard plates. We did not have paper
I
plates.
had real cafeteria food.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how this came about, though. What made you decide, listen, I want to do something?
So, my aunt, Lorna Woods, would always have festivals in Lewis's Quarters, and she was a part of the original organization. They would have festivals. And it was just always something in me to do it. So when the National Geographic and all these individuals were coming into Mobile, I was like, gosh, they were talking about the ship and everything. I was like, what can I do now? Because they're focusing on the ship. So how can I celebrate the ancestors while everybody's here focusing on the ship? So Mary Elliott, who was in the film with me in Descendant, did a seminar at our church, and she was saying, embrace your history, and she was asking me about the things that I do, and I was like, well, Lorna does this, Lorna does that, and she was like, well, what are you doing? It's like the record player went, scared.
Yeah.
Right then and there, I was like,
epiphany.
yeah, I was like, I'm planning. When it was simple, just when she said that, I said, I'm gonna plan.
And let's go back a little bit. We're talking about the Clotilda, one of the biggest stories in the 21st century, the finding of the Clotilda, the last slave ship to come into this United States in 1860, right?
1860.
And it was found in 2016.
It was rediscovered.
Rediscovered.
It's always been there. It was 2019, but it was rediscovered. So
2019.
So I know sometimes we kind of say they found it, but it was rediscovered because it's always been there.
Dr. James Delgado said it was hidden in plain sight.
It was.
I love that because it was like they weren't trying to hide it.
No.
People knew it was there, but they told the community that it was a myth. It was an urban legend. Did you ever buy into that?
No, because how did they get here? How did these Africans get here? They had to come on some ship, and they were documented. Captain Foster kept really good notes. If you dig deeper into the Clotilda story, he kept really good notes. So it was like, this guy has written about this, right? And they burned the ship, and Mayer was getting all the attention, and Foster was like, hey, I'm the one who went over there. Like they all told on themselves, right? So I could never, think that it was a myth. I knew it wasn't a myth.
So how did you feel when they found the ship?
I'm not big on the ship because of what because
Why?
I just don't see the significance of it. But if you see the film Descendant, I kind of shift because people benefited off of those 110 individuals on the Clotilda. So now it's time for us to benefit off of Clotilda. So now I'm ready to benefit off of Clotilda.
And what does that mean?
That means becoming having tours in Africatown, telling the story. So, if we talk about the Africatown story, we'll talk about the Clotilda story. So I'm going to benefit off of Clotilda.
So they're looking to do a cofferdam and breach the hull. And when they breach the hull, they think that they can find some special things down in the hull of that ship. And one of them is DNA. And that's very powerful because it's going to directly link those trafficked individuals back to Africa. And the first thing comes to my mind is, when that happens, what is owed? What is due? What's the significance of that?
That's a great question of what is due. And I think it's different for each individual. I would like to see us regain a lot of land, right? Because my ancestor was able to buy land from his enslaver. And 7 acres of land, and he formed Lewis's Quarters. And our family has kept that land since 1870.
Wow.
Right? So the importance of land is a great thing. And that's something that this generation needs to learn because, we'll sell our land. If we don't, if it's not the right area, you'll sell the land. But living here in Africatown, I'm glad that some of us have held on to our land because what's about to happen to this community, we can't imagine what's going on. With the Heritage House, even just with the sculpture out there, I see people coming in.
Talk about the Heritage House and the importance of it.
So the Heritage House is going to house some of the artifacts from the Clotilda, and it's going to tell the story from the Kingdom of Dahomey, which is present-day Benin, all the way up until now. Right? So it's going to tell the complete story, and that's why I wanted to have the Clotilda story, the Africatown Clotilda story come to life, because we have several books that are written, but it's so good to see it come to life. And then people can actually, to see it.
The Clotilda feels like a foil for everything else that's going on. Like, that's the background to push forward this narrative that's going on in Africatown. And so tell us the importance right now you think of how important Africatown is to Mobile, to Alabama, and what that will look like maybe in the next 10, 20 years.
I don't want to wait that long. I keep hearing 10 to 20 years. I do not want to wait that long.
What do you want it right now?
I want it right now because we've been waiting for so long, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
you don't want to wait.
I don't want to wait.
You want it right now.
Yeah, but it
But
means
what would it look like if you could get it right now? What would it look like?
I just need to see 2 houses being built today.
All right. That's not hard, is it?
That's not hard, but it's not happening. I need to see 2 houses.
Because you know it's going to have to do it.
Yeah. So the importance of Mobile and Alabama, like you said, is the last documented slave ship in U.S. history. Right? That puts Mobile on the map. Not Mardi Gras.
No. Even though this is where Mardi Gras
This is where it started. Not New Orleans.
Not New Orleans, right here.
We hold
Right.
tight to that, right?
Right.
So we need to hold tight to the Africatown Clotilda story just as we hold tight to the Mardi Gras story.
So let's go over to Africa.
Okay.
What is due from Benin? What does Benin owe Africatown?
A full explanation of what actually happened. We know, but I want to hear it from them. I want to go to them. Oh, yes, I do. I want to go to the door of no return.
Yes. So we actually got to see the door to return, which was beautiful, and it was a gift from Benin, right? Beautiful, but I'm with you. They said we weren't coming back.
Right.
Coming back, huh?
We're coming back. We're coming back. Yeah, I would love to, because when I did my African ancestry, they trace my lineage back to the Fulani tribe. So I would love to go and visit the Fulani people. But my ancestor Oluwale was Yoruba. So of course, I had to do it through the maternal side. So, and both of my ancestors were aboard the Clotilda.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just want to learn more about the culture because I know nothing.
So if you wanted to give our audience your biggest takeaway from this story, from what's going on down here and what is happening with the binding of the Clotilda, what would be your biggest takeaway for our audience from this? That you would want them to know?
Resilience, courage, and pride.
Resilience.
Resilience, and the descendants are still here.
Mm-hmm.
We're still holding on to the story. We're still telling the story. The ancestors have awakened. It's the spirit of our ancestors that are keeping us going.
That's the spirit of our ancestors.
It's the spirit of our ancestors, but it's a story of resilience. And I didn't talk about it a lot here at the school. I mean, I knew who I was, but it's what they did when they got here, right?
Yeah.
So this is a story of resilience. That's
And
what
courage. It took courage to build your own town, to say, listen, y'all have your thing over there, we're gonna have ours. We're gonna take care of our people. That takes courage.
It does. It does.
Yeah, so, you know, it's time for us to end the interview. I didn't want to. I love this conversation. Listen, good luck on all your endeavors. I know that what's to come is going to be even better, more powerful, and I look forward to seeing the story play out.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Joycelyn.
All right. Thank you.